Hey, it's Rolls. I'm back, and we're fighting a ninja. This is like the third attempt to record this one too. I don't know. Now Audacity's being fucking weird with things. It sucks. Plus the fact that Windows Movie Maker doesn't want to give music priority, and the volume of the recorded content is louder. Like, I'm about to just take it out of Windows Movie Maker altogether and just run my other program too. What's really cool though is I've been able to run both at the same time, so it kind of is worth it, you know, because it's rendering two series at the same time. But yeah. Anyway, Gray Fox is angry at us. This ninja's Gray Fox, first off. And he's mad at us because we keep using weapons. Honestly, I should have saved these chaff grenades for later. But what you do is you just throw it, and he'll start malfunctioning. And then I was shooting at him, but if you give him the old 1-2 punch as well, that also takes a good amount of health out. So it all depends on what you want to do, really. As long as you're damaging him and dodging, that's the main thing. And I think this is a pretty good fight overall, actually. So I'm decently happy with it. Plus the whole computer lab / mainframe for the battlefield's pretty nice. It's a pretty cool zone. See, now he's happy. Now we can fight with go fisticuffs, so he gets rid of... You heard? Fisticuffs! So he gets rid of his sword. It's okay, Yuna. I'm just being silly for the internet. I am really tired right now, actually. I got up at like 5 a.m. and was chilling, then I fell back asleep. I took some meat out of the freezer and had it defrost so I could cook around lunchtime, and I fell asleep till that happened. I got up, and I've been working on content and shit all day. Whether it be doing the Hitman live episode that I did about an hour ago. Came out decent. Putting together Final Fantasy stuff now while I'm recording this. And this new laptop with all this RAM, yeah, it can do this. And I love that it can. I love that it's not being too much on it. I'll get into a little bit of the detail of why I'm recording this for the third time. I had Audacity up to get my mic recorded, and it usually is such a good program, which is why I'm surprised. Like, as far as freeware goes, it's one of the best free programs that's ever existed, in my opinion, Audacity. So shout out to the makers of Audacity for audio editing and all that. But like I said, it usually runs so well, so I'm surprised like when it just stopped recording for a moment. But I have it right next to the window that I'm watching the footage in, so I'm able to see both in real time, you know, that they're actually working. But yeah, it just kind of stopped like 7 minutes in, and then again 12 minutes in, and my audio volume, my input volumes were down, and my total playtime ended up being like 10 seconds too short, because anyone that does this audio work will tell you before the live recording goes, you just kind of turn it on and make sure everything's looking good and go da 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 da, and you know, get yourself warmed up or whatever, if that's your method. And yeah. We're getting there with this ninja. There's really not much to say. Just avoid that long strike of his there when he gets into this mood. And he He's getting real close to going to his final phase of the battle, where it's kind of weird, but he, well, we'll see. I'm not gonna spoil it too much. Not like it's a massive spoiler or anything, but just get beside him and throw those punches and kicks. That's all you need to do. Here he goes. You see, I was close enough that shockwave hit me too. Where he's just like overdriving, you know what I mean? And it's whatever. Yeah, so the fact that I'm recording this in Audacity instead of with the recording in Windows Movie Maker, like the narration, means that the video doesn't decrease in volume when I'm talking over it. Like, it does that automatically with narration. It's programmed to. Now I can lower the video's default volume down, but that being down, it was still higher than my intake was first time around. Anyway, he's having a problem. Needs his medicine. Meanwhile, Otacon's just scared in that little filing cabinet, you know. Having the fan turned off to do this is getting me all sweaty. So excited to get paid tomorrow. I went to check out your modern console of choice or Steam's libraries. There's a summer sale going on at the time of this recording, and I have 4 games lined up for $75 overall. Their normal price, it would be over $200. So pretty. Wait, it'd be even higher. Its normal price would be close to $250. I'm getting them for $75. It's pretty neat. It's Soul Calibur 6, which I'm a huge fan of Soul Calibur. Gundam Versus, which I've seen only good things about, and I'm a huge Gundam fan. Hitman 2, which, because recording the live playthroughs of Hitman, I'm really interested in the story again, and I want to continue it, and those games are a ton of fun. And Shadow of the Colossus, because I've played it. I had it for PS2, but it's gone. So I want to have another copy, and I want to play it on PS4 remastered. That's the sickest thing I've ever heard of. Naomi's spilling all the beans about the terrible testing that went on our buddy Frank Yeager, a.k.a. Gray Fox. He died in an explosion. Yeah, I bet. I don't buy it. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be this guy, but I really just want this part to be done. Like, I love doing this, but I'm like really tired all of a sudden. I might be dying, though I doubt it. Anyway, let's talk to Otacon now. It's one of the best bromances in all of gaming. And I mean, these guys really do develop a close friendship and bond with each other.
We can't stay here forever. Your uniform is different from theirs.
But they do not start off as friends at all.
You know me? I heard about you from Meryl. Oh, so you're here to rescue me? Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first. Oh,
And he's all beat up too. It's what.
I just twisted my ankle
Ugh.
trying to get away. Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about.
Poor guy.
Ask you something.
We learn his story here is
Huh? Metal Gear?
not a great one.
What's Metal Gear really designed for? It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course. I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile. Nuclear? What are you talking about? The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
Just read on Facebook of a coworker looking for another job.
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started. No, you're wrong. I heard it directly from your boss.
They're not
No.
crazy or a bad worker. It's just interesting to see how people develop. But poor Hal was left completely in the dark by his higher ups and by Baker especially. He designed Metal Gear to be a mainly a defensive tool, and then here we are, just nope, it's a walking bipedal nuclear tank, pretty much. So we learn about the railgun here. Yeah, so note to self when done recording this, pitch up the volume just to be louder than the video. The wave signs on that are actually pretty good. Maybe it's because I'm actually holding the mic near my mouth now instead of just laying on my back on the floor with the cat. But I like to be comfy while I record, you know what I mean? Poor Hal. His whole life, man. And a new type of nuclear weapon.
They were using Nova and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers. So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR.
And it's funny that Snake brings up a VR testing lab here, because one of the issues that I noticed was tackled a lot in Metal Gear Solid 2 when I replayed it was VR versus real life. Like Snake has no love for Raiden as long as he thinks he's like a VR soldier, and just trained. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier? I wonder if that's Kojima's policies seeping into the story, because it really feels like the best way to make an ultimate soldier is to train them from a young age that killing is it's all a game, and I think they reflect on that pretty well. Here we see Otacon's sad history. And I'm proud that I was able to know this date without looking it up. It's the date of the bomb, You gotta watch history stuff on YouTube for free and get your learning on. It's important. 3 generations of nuclear war. I do hope that everything picks up well and I don't need to pitch up too much. And he has this sad little realization here that thinks he can use science to help, but science used him and used him to hurt people. Now, I believe in a world where science can be used just to benefit people, but at the same time, the best scientific breakthroughs we've had have been in times of war or leading up to war. Meaning, supercomputers, obviously nuclear energy, just everything was invented as part like insulin, I believe, not insulin. Might have been insulin though. But like painkillers were discovered during the Civil War, I believe, and like just used to inject people. Check my source on that, but I'm fairly sure as everything is discovered, it's discovered in times of need, and war is a time of need, basically. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, he's gonna walk along and try to help, but Snake's like, no, I just need to talk to you. You'll slow me down if you come with me. Oh, it's good to see that everything is maintained recording this time, and I don't have to fuck with it anymore, other than the easy shit. Because it really does suck to have to re-record a 16.5-minute part so much. That's where all the time goes. That's why it's fucking 9 o'clock now. But this stealth camo is actually something we can get if we pick a certain option later in the game. I do not pick it. I get another bonus game item instead, but